Good morning, everybody. I'm super excited that so many people arrived. I was afraid that at 9:30 it may be pretty empty here. And I don't know if it's something with this mic or. Okay. Okay, great. So I'm here to tell you something about a little bit exotic project for US because this project is based in Central Eastern Europe. But actually, I'm very happy that I can present it here in New York. That's like a capital of shopping. So to tell you something more about the project, the company and the whole commerce site I'm talking about is located in Poland, and it's actually one of the fastest growing company in the region. It started as a family-owned small brick and mortar stores business in a medium-sized city in Poland. And it was like running like average business, but it really started when it went online. And all the retail stores, they became less important, the online started growing. Right now we are talking about the business that has capabilities of serving almost, sorry, we missed zeros, 96,000 orders a day, 4,000 orders per hour. So it's pretty impressive. That's how it can, that's what they can handle. And question is, what can Magento handle, and what we can handle with together with them. As I said, e-footwear, actually name of the company is e-obuwie, but it's a similar meaning to e-footwear in English, so I try to use English name in the presentation. It's one of the fastest growing companies. In few years, they showed that they can more than double their revenue. It's really impressive. When we can look at the numbers, they just don't stop. Their marketing is climbing to the highest levels, and now the question, where is technology in all this process? Of course, e-commerce system is extremely important. When we started working with e-footwear back in 2013, they were running, bless you, they were running on Saas software, on some local software as a service e-commerce system, and they were facing a lot of problems. They couldn't scale, they couldn't change as fast as they really wanted. They had a lot of smaller and bigger problems, and they decided that Magento may be a good choice for them. So in 2013, Snowdog migrated the project to Magento Commerce, to formerly known as Magento Enterprise. The migration took a few months. It was not that easy, I think, as every migration. But we did it in few stages. Like the first, we migrated the whole functionality. Then after another month, we migrated design, so everything could be really tested through the whole process. And when we come back to the slide with numbers, we can see that after 2013, it's really like a rocket sky with all the numbers, and that's the story with Magento on board. Even before Magento, on SaaS solution, eFootwear was a cross-border merchant. They had like a couple local markets outside of Poland, but they were not really that important. However, they knew how to do it. And since 2013, they made an amazing jump from this like two small or three foreign markets to the huge part of Europe right now. 11 languages, 7 currencies. We can see on this map all the local markets that I covered with specific support. But there is also generic English language version of the store that is not really targeting any specific country. Yeah, that's like a short description of the approach of eFootwear. There are two general approaches for cross-border trade. Some companies are creating one unique brand across all countries that is strong, that is easy to recognize, and it's always it's country universal. It's not really related to one particular country. It has language versions, currency versions, but it's not related. It's not tied to one country. eFootwear has a different approach. eFootwear has a dedicated brand for every market. So there is a country-specific top-level domain for every local market. So I can see this. It's just the same shared look and feel, but with different name specific for every language. And as we can see, it works. It works. Like every market, or every few months, the new market appears in the portfolio of this merchant, and Magento have to handle all of this. And it has a lot to handle. It's almost 4 million unique visitors a month, 7 million unique visitors a month globally, outside like in the whole targeted area. Of course, you can see that Poland is still like the #1 market. It's the main source of revenue, but the global markets are also growing. It's very interesting to see that 75% of the customers are returning customers. That's a really great rate of customer retention. Like the loyalty of eFootwear customers is amazing, mostly because of how they take care of customer support. In Poland, they were awarded many times for the best customer support, how they reply to customer inquiries, how they handle returns, how they just handle overall support. And all these numbers, they are great for marketing, for sales, but they are terrifying for us supporting Magento because we have to make it work and make it work fast. It's not about just surviving. It's about being able to handle another peak and another marketing idea. So technology is not a blocking point. And to make it short, Magento did it. Magento is growing together with this merchant, starting from the very beginning as a mostly basic Magento enterprise. Right now, of course, it's heavily modified, but still following very strict Magento and open source principles that we keep it upgradable. We don't really change anything in the core in this system, except like a really small modifications to make it work. So it's all about tweaking Magento and tweaking Magento infrastructure to allow to handle all this traffic. And that's about online. For a few years, when eFootwear was growing as crazy, the default web version was enough. But at some point, of course, there was a question: how to handle clients who are on the move, how to help them shop easier. Of course, the responsive version of the website is one thing. It can be optimized, but it doesn't really give this application experience. So together we started thinking how we can handle it. Is it really time for native application? That's when talking about selling in different channels, it's very common question. Do we really need an application? Because mobile application development is very difficult. It's long and difficult and of course costly process. So everyone who thinks about investment in native mobile apps has to really answer this first most important question: do I really need it? Because we already have phones, iPads loaded with applications, like hundreds. I don't know what's the biggest number of applications people handle on their devices. But why should I download another app? It's like, I already have, I can go to the website, I can buy something. Why should I download it, I keep it on my phone and use it instead of the website? So first we have to try to answer this question. And one of the first hints was something I showed you before, that this merchant has a huge number of returning customers. So the first idea is we need to give them something that they will enjoy. It's not only about shopping. It's more about fun, about just spending time with your favorite store, browsing products, playing with something, just having fun, not only shopping. Because we know that these clients are returning anyway, so they want to spend time with the merchant. So we decided to go with mobile app and to make shopping fun. There are many different ideas how we can do it. We tried to think about some loyalty programs, about some gamifications, about many different things that are used in different applications all over the world. But actually we figured out something else. When it comes to shopping, of course it's all about emotions. And if people are buying shoes, it's also, some of them are beautiful, and some of them are beautiful but for others. It's like, it's really about emotions. Like some people are wearing shoes that I couldn't really believe that they are wearing it, but on the other hand, they will think, okay, what I'm wearing. So it's all about emotions. So we decided to create something like a Tinder for shoes. You just play and you just say you like it or you don't like it, hot or not. You choose your category if you want to browse some new fancy shoes, or you want to browse some flip-flops or maybe sneakers, whatever is like a new products or maybe just a category, whatever you want, and just swipe left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, as long as you wish. If you really love something, you can always click love and just add your product to favorites. So you don't really have to buy it now, but it's a fun way of being in touch with your favorite merchant and with products. You can just use it anytime, when waiting in the queue in the supermarket, waiting for the doctor, waiting for some appointment, and you just need some quick fun, quick game, like a totally no-brainer. So you can just open it up and swipe left, right, left, right, left, right. And of course, it's fun, but it's a huge tool for gathering information about our customers, because they don't think, they just swipe. So if we get all this data, we can really build an excellent profile of the client. It's not that we are asking what you like, but after hundreds, thousands of swipes, we really can create this profile from this just actions, from things that we do without really thinking about it. So this fun tool became a main part of the interface. If you look at the screen, you can see that Discover is the main button on the app navigation bar, just to show that it's mostly for fun. But of course, it's a great tool to buy whenever you want. And there are also some other features, but they are more common for every app, like catalog of products, optimized product view, the whole account management part, and of course checkout. Unfortunately, we couldn't really build a native checkout here, so we had to modify Magento checkout to make it look and feel more native. It's not perfect. It's a long way to improve, but we are quite happy with the solution. So it's like a first step to the partially headless commerce. This app is using mostly API of Magento, also extended by us. It's not just pure default API. But it's also using still parts of Magento, and there is a huge part to improve to make this the whole checkout part a better experience. If you want, you can play with this app. It's available in the App Store. Unfortunately, English version will be available in next few days. So right now, you can learn Polish when playing with the app. But you know, for just looking at different products and saying if you like them or not, you really don't need to speak Polish. Okay, and we already had a mobile app. Great. So people are buying on the website. People are buying wherever they are. They have mobile app. And eFootwear decided to get back to their roots, to brick and mortar stores. And actually this Saturday, they just went offline. They opened a dedicated showroom where people can just touch their products. It's not like, they already know that people love how they sell products, they love their products, and now they allow them to touch it. So they added just a new experience to what people already liked. So we can ask it like, okay, so they are just adding channels. It's omni-channel. They are adding another and another channel. But actually, when we think how we were working with this merchant and how they approach the whole sales, it's not about adding channels. It's just about extending the experience. Every new element is just a small add-on to create more the broader shopping experience. Because if we think about channels, it's a more traditional way of thinking about sales, that you have a channel, you have some metrics, this channel is selling better, the other channel is selling much worse. But in the proper omni-channel approach, it's like channel doesn't matter, because it's like one of the most common thing is that all these channels are mixing. Some people are showrooming, some people are webrooming. So it's like some people just like to go to the physical store, play with products, touch it, feel it, but then they buy it online, because they don't want to deal with salespeople. They really don't want to talk to anybody. They want to touch the product. They want to try it, but they don't want to buy it in the store. And there are also other people who will always look for the products online, but they don't like the checkout process online. They need this extra moment of interaction with the real people in the store. So they will be looking online. They may spend hours webrooming, but after all, they want to try in the store. And that created another challenge. Like we have an online presence. There is a mobile app. There is a physical showroom. But how to connect this showroom to the general experience? We already had a solid base we created for a mobile app. So we decided maybe it's time to use it to fork part of the code and create something for the kiosk. Actually, it was not the first idea. The first idea, let's use the web version. We have a web version. We can optimize it slightly, like for tablets, make it touch-friendly. But then we discovered a lot of problems. If we have a kiosk, like a multimedia kiosk in the showroom, there is like 100% that there are people who are coming to this showroom just to play and hack this kiosk. It's like that's like 100%. Like it's a best challenge for all people, all young people that's or not only young, also other who can just challenge technology and show some funny thing on the publicly available display. So we very quickly we abandoned the idea about the web HTML version, and we came back to idea of using our Java Kotlin code that we used for mobile app, and that's actually worked because we achieved extraordinary security. The mobile app can be really tied to the device this way that you just cannot do anything that the programmer doesn't allow to. We also used all the experiences from the mobile app to create this unique performance. As you already know from other presentations during this conference, using different ways of headless commerce allows to get a great performance. Magento is a perfect tool, but it has some limitations. And if we need to take care of these limitations because of the regular web version, we cannot really get beyond some limits. But mobile app or the new coming progressive web apps, they can just remove these limitations. And with Android app, we did it. We created an app that is fast enough to work in the showroom environment when people really don't want to see the loading bar and wait forever just to see their shoes or to try them. And we got the right level of security. That's how the final version of the kiosk looks. It's a 15-inch screen with the optimized mobile app. It's like the first idea was that, okay, we will just use our Android mobile app. Because it's mobile, it's for touchscreen. But no, it's like a 15-inch touchscreen is a completely different experience. Like we can think that it's similar to mobile, to the phone, to tablet. But no, it's different. And people are also using it in a different way in the showroom. They just don't use it the same way as the phone on the go. They want to spend more time. They need different way of data presentation. It's just a different approach. And this kiosk is relatively easy, like simple. Maybe not easy, but simple. What we need there, we need to browse products that are currently in stock, in store, and we can quickly switch to products that are available in the whole online store. So we are switching from, thousands of products to hundreds of thousands of products. That makes this particular showroom store with the biggest stock ever. Because how many stores we can imagine in the mall or somewhere that can have like hundreds of thousands of products that you can try in 2 hours. Because they really thought about logistics, how to create this experience that you can try something now in the store. It's right there, like 3 meters from you, or like just behind the wall. But you can also browse any product that is in the main warehouse and just use the kiosk to order to try it in the store. And then in 2 hours, you can just go shopping, you can go do something else, what you planned, and you will get a message, okay, your shoes are waiting for you to try them in store. And this is just the first stage. Like when rolling out next showrooms, of course it will change, because like 2 hours, it could be even a challenge for Amazon to deliver to many different parts of the country or Europe. But that's just the beginning of this in-store Magento. And now is the biggest question: how to deal with this complexity? Because it's like a single technology, mobile app, Magento store, kiosk. They are not a rocket science. It's really not something that difficult that people need to hire scientists to create it. But the whole image of of this omni-channel experience. That's a very complex thing. And how to deal with this complexity? There is no universal way that, okay, that just hire this partner or that partner or this store will do it better. No, it's a very special cooperation between all partners that are engaged. There is no way that like a best company in the world, they say to the partner, hey, create this experience for us. We don't want to touch it. Just create it for us. We'll pay you whatever you want. No, it will not work because it has to be a very unique combination of technology knowledge, of innovation, but also of trust. That partner trusts the merchant, that they know their business, they know their customers. It's not only about metrics, about how people are shopping somewhere else. No, merchant will know their customers, and we have to trust them. And they have to trust us that we know technology, that we really know what will work well, what will bring problems. And together, both sides have to be engaged in this process so we can build something really successful. If only one side will try to think that they know the best and will try to create everything as they like, it may fail. There is a big chance for this. But that was a success. Thank you. Like, only in Europe it's not that difficult because the ping between different countries is relatively short. So unfortunately, I will not tell you how to solve it if we think about, you know, like in this example, it's like a hybrid combination of cloud and dedicated servers. Unfortunately, these details are not really approved by the client, so I don't know how deep I can go with details about the server infrastructure. But it's always like it's a matter of research and development. You always have to try and adjust the type of traffic, type of clients and countries to the best infrastructure.
In the tailor app you made for the shoes, is there some kind of intelligence in there? Like if I like a certain type of shoe, will I get that kind of shoe more? Or is it like always serving me shoes?
Yeah, that's what we are working on. It's like machine learning, artificial intelligence. That's all things that has to be, you know, on the target of every serious merchant. So it's not only a toy. If it would be only a toy, that's like okay. It has to make a sense. At some point, there has to be a return of investment, and that's always costly.
All right. So what the last question? Yes. I assume this is an M1.
Yeah, that's Magento 1. Yeah, actually, that's true. That after a few years, the technology debt is growing to the level that is really difficult to handle, and there is always a time to think about upgrade. But of course, as we all know, the more complex the project, the more the migration upgrade, however we call it, decision, is more difficult and has to be very carefully planned. So it's not only a migration just for the sake of migration. It has to make a serious progress. And in this case, we also have to think about progressive web apps, which way it should go. So yeah, migration is a long topic that everyone can like discuss for hours.